Hello everybody, I'm here to rock and show some informations and diff leaks for MegaMan Maker on the date. You know, the usual in his analyzing stuff. I'm aware that MegaMan Maker could become stale over the time to people, but I always think positively. And I just like to show some people who are fans of Mega Man or Mega Maker all in all these informations. Because the game is actually fun. I could like that to try and motivate people to play the game again if they stop from doing that. Of course, I'm not saying to play the game always, but just a little thing for me to interest people again. So last time I analyzed this game was when the 4th anniversary video for it was released. A lot of things revealed after that, and they are worth talking about. So let's start with our first announcement, and you know that TNT gimmick from Grenade Man in Mega Man Maker, the one with the fuse that can blow up after being burned and ignited by fire? Well, as a manual version instead, we got those explosive crates from Dynamo Man. Nothing really is that big on this one aside from just having those crates with different color choices and just the fact that you can detonate them with any weapon and not just a normal fire weapon one. And it will be interesting for some level for sure, as well as some gimmicky level shenanigans. Back in the 3rd Mega Man 11 anniversary in 2021, we did get a new small announcement. You know that we have those fire mushroom enemies from Torchman, and to complement this gimmicky enemy, they added the hot blades that go along with it. Again, nothing major, but that's only at first look. I bet when people get their hands with it, they will do cool things with it, especially since it can interact with any fire source, and not just by those fire mushrooms. We have also got Trompers. Those little fellas appeared in Mega Man 8 and Mega Man Base in Clown and Magic Man stages respectively. They drop from the sky or jump from the side of the stage, and once you interact with one, it will jump on the player, draining their health or weapon energy slowly. They could be dropped from sky, or you can find them on land already too, or you could put them hung on ceilings or things that could be considered as ceilings, even anything that moves, a gimmicky solid objects that could move. These guys could be hung on them. They work well as helpless objects too. This one is not major, but the type of enemy they added is interesting. Sadly, the balloons that gathers some of these guys ain't implemented, but we will still see. Next up, we got a really cool variation of the conveyor belt, the one from Dynamo Man that is. It's cool because this one just really fasten up in the opposite direction if you keep running on it. What's also cool is how this conveyor interacts with the box gimmick. Normal conveyor belts are already in big use when it comes to interacting with that box, but this conveyor belt just does it better. You can't just move these boxes when you just start walking on it, and that is already huge to level designing, so in my opinion it's a major announcement. And by the way, we also got some more color variations to the crash platform rails, and that's also kinda big, but primarily for decorations. Earlier this year we got more Magic Man related stuff. However, it's a jamming one because it's literally Magic Man CMD made by music by GamerFromTheWeb. My man here doing some epic job with his music. I'll let you hear a short period of that song, and I'll just link the whole theme in the description to check out. Next, we got the infamous beginner's issue, the balloons from Tingle Man stage. I know how the very first obstacle in Tingle Man stage in Mega Man Base was just unfair for most beginners, but that's because the game is badly designed. But here in Mega Man Maker, with your pure intentions, you can make a Tingle Man stage remake that doesn't seem unfair with those balloons. They work similarly as the original ones. The red-orange balloon pops after a bit when you step on it, and the green lime one does not pop at all when you step on it. However, both balloons can be popped when you shoot them. This one is more interesting because you just destroy your platform if you shot it by accident that way, and I think that could help with some level ideas. What's new for these balloons is that you can now make them floating indefinitely on air in one place as an option. The next announcement is not something in-game, and it doesn't sound like a big thing to most people, but it could sound big to some. Why am I saying that? Well, the announcement is just about Luigi announcing and congratulating San Ludo on becoming a brighter developer for the team. If you don't know who San Ludo is, then you would not think it's a hype thing, and you would just think it's cool or something. But if you know San Ludo and saw some of his work, then you will maybe think it's something big, because San Ludo is one hell of a great pixel artist. He did a lot of things for MegaMan Maker, for mockups, and generally a lot of sprites that are just super cool. I would also like to appreciate and thank him a lot for making me a MegaMan 8-bit Deathmatch skin and allowing me to use some of his work for my mod First Impact. And congrats again, San Ludo, you deserved it. Next up, we have got a big boss added to the roster of bosses in the game. 1.8 is surely for MegaMan base, but I honestly never really saw that coming, but it's Pirate Man. I thought his water gimmick would be tricky to add, but I guess I am completely wrong. Pirate Man works pretty much like his boss fight in MegaMan base. He shuts himself inside a bubble and starts bouncing off inside the whole water mass. He would then raise the water level once it's dangerously low, and he would shoot remote mines like in the original game. The thing about him is that he could set a lot of interesting challenges with another boss in the same room as him, which is really intriguing. Next was supposedly an April Fool's joke announcement about someone leaking 1.8's data. It was a leak about Gemini Man being added, but the sarcastic thing here is that Gemini Man is technically in the game's data already, but it's just not working. So the leak was more like a test and a joke at the same time, which I sadly ruined it. I ruined it by showing the Twitter post image because the link wasn't embedded in Discord. I pretty much fell to that joke, which I felt sad after, yeah, but it is really fine and I kinda deserved it because I fall to jokes easily. And finally, to complement the Pirate Man announcement, we've got his boss fight gimmick itself in the game, which is a water level determiner gimmick. The gimmick works by setting the water and giving it a set speed or a water skin if you desire, and then you put a numerical settings for the water to elevate or lower the water level depending on where did you put them in the room. Then you can leave the switches to trigger the water level around the map with a specific number to switch the water level. It's a super great gimmick. Just from a point of view, it can help a lot, and I mean a lot, in Metroidvania levels, so I'm just super happy about it. This update seems quite big enough, despite it even being just for one game. But you know, I'm still not fully convinced it's for MegaMan base only. Maybe there are other stuff we really don't know about, but we will still see. But like, I can assure people that the update is very near to release. It's been a year since 1.7's release, but still didn't reach a whole year for 1.8's development. But it's very near, so might even just expect a release date either this month or next month. I hope you all stay cool and hope you get motivated for this game again, if you are not currently. It's such an amazing MegaMan fan game. If you would like to join the MegaMan Maker server, I will leave the link down below besides my own server as well. Thanks for watching and stay safe.